Hi, Peter Bulker here, and welcome to today's edition of the Transition Guy. Well, welcome to 2021. You've done your strategic plan, the year's upon us, and we're good to go. So why is it that so many companies out there that put together a great strategic plan on paper fail to execute it? I'll tell you why they fail to execute it. Because at the end of the day, a pretty little strategy is one thing. Getting people to implement their strategy is a totally different kettle of fish. And what you tend to find is when most people do their planning, they're doing their business plan to grow their business. No one tends to do a business plan and say we're going to shrink this year. It's all about growing. It's all about taking the business to the next level. Now you can have all these lofty ambitions about going all the way to this next level, and that's absolutely fantastic. But you've got to make sure that your team can actually execute it. And that's probably one of the biggest single points of failure, the team executing the plan. But why is that? Let's use a sporting analogy. Whether it's rugby, whether it's American football, whether it's ice hockey, whether it's football, the reality is this: the principles are all the same. I like to use an analogy of football. Let's say that you're playing football in a lower division, and I had this conversation with a client the other day as we were looking at 2021, and we were talking about a team. It's called Norwich City, and the previous year they got promoted to the top tier in English football, and they were absolutely smashing it at the lower tier. They moved to the top tier, and what happened? They went back down in their first season, so they got relegated straight away. And you've got to ask yourself the question why. And if you look at it, they actually had a very strong 11 players, and then they had not so strong another 11. So in football you get 22 players in a squad, and on the proviso that every single player wasn't injured, was fully fit and had the right energy and gusto, Norwich may have stayed up. But because they had weaker players on their team that deputised for the stronger players when they were not able to play, guess what happened? They weren't strong enough to win the matches. And what happens? When you start losing matches, eventually you're not executing that plan and you regress. It's no different in business. Very often a new year comes, everyone's got the energy, they'll work like Trojans and they'll have a huge spike in their revenue growth. But as the year progresses, what you tend to find is the business starts to regress back to from where it came. And before you know it, come the end of the year, you're back stuck where you started. And the reality is because the team haven't been able to step up, because there wasn't a strong execution plan when it comes to the people. Now you can want to step up your business all you want, but unless your people can step up to your lofty ambitions, you're not going to get there, because they're going to be operating on the same habits, with the same knowledge and education, with the same routines that they did, that got you promoted. So they got you to that level, but they're not going to get you to that next level. So this is where you've got to be quite pragmatic, and you've got to look at your people. And you've got to say, okay, who wants to go on this next part of the journey? Who's excited by it? And you'll have people that are going to be totally committed to the cause. They're going to want to learn, going to want to grow, going to want to develop, going to want to deliver absolutely fantastic results. And they'll do it. And these are the people that you need to mentor, coach, look after, and reward. But you're also going to get those where it's a step too far. And actually they quite liked the old game they were playing because it was comfortable for them. It was a great comfort zone. And with these people, you're going to struggle to shift them. And unless you change a person, do not be surprised that when the end of 2021 comes and you're no further forward, it's because there was nothing wrong with your plan, but perhaps you didn't have the people on board to execute your plan. Now, it's not just going to be about the people. You're going to have the right sort of feedback mechanism, tracking your goals, priorities, etc., to make them happen. But yes, we are people companies. Therefore, people's going to be your biggest constraint if you're not careful. Now, if you want to look at your execution plan, anything that I've spoken about today resonates with you, head over to Bulka.com and get in touch, and let's see how we can help you get a robust execution plan to bring to life your 2021 strategic plan. If you've loved today's episode and you want to know more about what's coming up in the future, please subscribe, share it with other people so they can benefit also. If you have any questions, leave them for me in the comments section. I'll always get back to you. And once again, thank you for tuning into today's episode. And remember, failing to learn is learning to fail. Have a great 21, and please stay safe.